And welcome back, this is Scuba with more bonus episodes of Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3. I'm joined as always by my incredibly souped up party of Chaos, Cosmo, Shion, Ziggy, Junior Jin, and Momo. When we last left off, I said I was going to do an intense amount of level grinding. As it turned out, the amount of level grinding that I need to do was more intense than I thought, so I went ahead and cheated. I got myself an action replay, and there's a whole story behind all that, but the bottom line is, I cheated. And I've cheated harder in this game than I have in probably any game that I've done for the channel. But there's no point in hiding it. I cheated. The HP and EP that you see on the screen are indeed possible using game mechanics, because you can indeed purchase items that will increase those. And they gave me 99 of every item. Here you go. HP upgrade, EP upgrade, strength, vitality, ether attack, ether defense, evasion, dexterity, agility, luck. All of that can be increased using items. So I went ahead and maxed stats out as well. So our characters are pretty damn souped up these days. I went ahead and purchased 7 of everything that was available in the shop in terms of equipment, because they actually didn't give me equipment for whatever reason. They gave me items. They did actually give me, speaking of items, they did give me the Sephirotic canes. Where are those? There they are. But I have not turned those in yet to get Ziggy's ultimate weapon, because we're at a point in the game where I don't have access to Sephirotic canes. So I will get to the point where it's actually available for me, and then we will turn those in and get Ziggy's ultimate weapon. We are in front of the well, one of the big fights. I won't spoil who it is just yet. For the time being, we're going to take a look at the skill line, because I went ahead and maxed out everybody's skill line. Everybody knows everything that they could, and I've already forgotten which skill line that I went down initially. It has been quite some time for me, unfortunately. So we have learned everything that Chaos can learn on both skill lines. Babylon Seeker, so I think this was the one that he had before. So we went all the way down skill line B as well to make him a... Yeah, I did not make him a spell attacker. So he can now attack with spells. I'll be showing off all of the abilities, all the ethers, all the techs, and all of the special attacks in a bonus video. The special attacks is the one thing that they, even with all the cheating that I've done, the one thing that I couldn't cheat with. I can't find a code for it anywhere. But lots of ethers for him to learn down here. And then he did get Heaven's Tracker. We have seen that one before. Remember, that was Jin's. Always execute critical attacks. It makes it sound like you execute critical attacks on yourself, but it only can be cast on yourself, so that you always execute critical attacks. And then Babylon Seeker, always execute revenge against short attacks. Not the best master skill, if you ask me. But that is Chaos. He also learned Medical Rest and Rare Hunter and Heat, as if that was necessary. Most of these are going to be the same. These outside EX skills are pretty much standard across the board to fill out what people did not get normally. Alright, next up we do have Cosmos. We filled out Attacker for her because we went the blocker routes to start, if memory serves me correctly. So we now know Cannon, W Blade, A Burst 2, Nemesis, which sounds awesome, Massive Fire Attack plus higher critical to type G enemy. And the master skill that we have here is Blood Dancer, increase attack power and ether attack power, as opposed to Platinum Singer, increase defense and ether defense. Makes me think like Singer, maybe Singer? No, it's got to be Singer, right? No, whatever. And then the masters, the outside skills. Nothing too new. She did learn EP Vamp, which is a little strange, but I will take it. Best Ally, always useful. I even had her learn these. I don't know why. We will I'll probably never use those from her. She has so much better options, so many better options, I should say, than that I just really did not need to get those. But I got them anyway. Shion, which way did we go with here? She went Attacker, didn't she? Yeah, because we had Fallen Eagle for a while. Yeah, Phantom Fly, always evade, sure. We'll try to show those off as we go through battles. We learned quite a few ethers as well that I don't care about. But up here, we did learn Rare Hunter, which I guess is good for support. And then we learned Stand Keeper, nullify break damage on yourself. That does sound great. Somewhat. Then we have Ziggy. Ziggy, we went along the blocker route. I don't remember either one of these, to be honest with you. Like I said, it's been a while. I've had these maxed out for a while. He has learned, you know, the outside skills. They're kind of useless for him. But we did learn Devil Break, Painkiller, Sword Edge, Road Storm. This sounds like what I did off screen. And then Royal Guard, always execute guard. Heartbreaker, large increase in break attack power. I don't remember either one of these, to be honest with you, but I'll use them. I will use them. Heartbreaker, because you can break hearts, I guess. That's what the break limit is. That's your heart. We have Road Rage, Heavy Tackle, Back Choke. Oh, so we did go this route, the breaker route, and then we did not go the blocker route, maybe? I remember getting Heavy Tackle, you know? I don't remember necessarily getting Sword Edge. Alright, either way, that is Ziggy. Next up we do have Junior. He learned a whole bunch of things. I don't think I made him a supporter, so I must have made him a hybrid. So he had already learned Overtaker, large increase in boost rate on yourself. That is nice, I will say. He has Phantom Fly, which we've seen before, makes it so you can't get hit. To be honest, that's not that great, and I'll go over that more later. It has to do with stats. But he has learned all these spells that we have access to in the beeline, so hooray for that. Jin! I think we made him an attacker, because we gave him Heavy's Tracker, which was awesome, but probably isn't going to be as awesome anymore either. Now he does know Ghost Diver, always execute counter. Counter is damn nice, but we have ways of doing that as well. Gale Strike, Dark Knight, medium physical attack plus balance down. All of these can be nice. Once again, I'll show them off eventually. We do have quite a bit of these, well, just kind of filling out the ethers out there. Then Momo. Did we go over Momo? I don't think we did. She can be a spell attacker so that you can learn Blood Dancer from her. But I believe we went down the regular attacker route because I just don't particularly like spells in this game. But we will definitely show them off, and maybe I've been wrong this entire time. But she could always nullify physical attack damage. I do have something for that, but she doesn't have it equipped right now, so maybe it is good. And then Chaos, I believe we have gone full circle now. Indeed we have. So that's the skill line. We are back in the final dungeon of the game. I've already done a little bit of work here. Got all the items again. I don't necessarily have everybody equipped properly, but I do have the main party equipped properly, and I did pick these people because they are plot relevant, I would say. Probably the most out of the 7 people that we can bring along. So Shion, Cosmos, and Chaos are along with us. Not that it really matters. Let's show off a fight.
Enemy threat.
A little bit here. Like I said before, the special attacks were the one thing that I could not find a cheat for at all. I can't increase their levels with cheats, and I can't even keep the boost maxed. So I can't even find a way to make that easier for me. So we're still skipping that. But for the time being, let's just go for a regular attack. Yeah. As you can see, I got a critical. That's going to happen pretty much every turn. There's a few things that surprise me about having max stats in this game. Number one, I don't do max damage normally. I would assume that I would. But I'm wrong about that.
We won.
Even with a critical, I'm doing somewhere around 4,000 damage depending on the person. Somewhere around there. That's kind of the normal for me. I should go over equipment a little bit. Not that it's really all that important, but I do have my 3 attacking party members. With Beam Absorber and Real World, I like Real World. It just makes it sound fun, to be honest with you. Beam Absorber also because it sounds fun for me. Let's move forward, and we should be able to get into a boss fight pretty quickly. I will skip the cutscenes because we have seen them, and they can be quite long. So we're going to head up into this room. Anybody remember who we fought here? By the way, this is the first boss outside of ES's, because in the game normally you cannot boost your ES's no matter how much level grinding you do. So it would have been the same fight unless I cheated, which I could do. I could make them very powerful, but it's not possible in the game. This is at least technically possible, although it requires easily hundreds of hours of dedication to get this done. So I just wanted to show what is possible, not how easy the game can be if you can cheat, if that makes sense. Like I said, we're going to be skipping these. I do love that they let you skip cutscenes in this game in case you die, you know what I mean? The last thing you want to do is die at the end of a 20-minute cutscene and then have to watch the cutscene again, kind of as punishment for you not being able to beat a boss that you've never seen before, you know?
Are you all right?
Unfortunately, I can't skip this. But I'm gonna go as quickly as I can through it, because we are just here for the boss fight that is coming.
If you wish.
But like, once again, like, imagine if you died here and then you had to go through and watch this all over again and you couldn't skip cutscenes. Suddenly it's 20 minutes before you can get back to the fight.
In the distant
and sometimes 20 minutes can be, you know, that's all the time you got to play.
But this
I've
will
definitely had that,
if you were
you know,
to
sort of time
everyone
constraints where it's like 30, 40 minutes, and,
my pain?
and that is all
No,
that
even
I
when I
have.
called
So
for help.
if
No
I
one-
don't make it to
The only one who listened.
if I don't make it to a
That's
save
not
point,
everyone.
or if
You're
I
saying the same?
fail
Then
at
they stayed
something,
away from me.
then
It would have been
becomes
better
very
to-
aggravating for
Don't
me.
let us.
You don't have to worry. It's for my own sake.
Stop yelling at Nephilim. She's only trying to help. How you doing, Cosmos? Just hanging out in the back, are you? I believe that there is another cutscene here. Yep. Sorry, cinematic. However you want to phrase it. Full motion video, cinematic. I think cinematic's kind of the new name for full motion video. If I say full motion video, it kind of dates me to the early PlayStation days, doesn't it? And, oh, that's right, we get a database update. I have to think if there's anything around here. There is not. But I did want to just show off that one fight. I did get the database update. I'll look at the database when we're done. I never did complete that officially. There were still a couple things in the normal playthrough that I did not get simply because of time constraints, and it feels weird leaving the dungeon, right? And that's one of the things that I will be doing this time. Like, we're deep in the final dungeon here, right? And I still don't have access to Sephirotic Cane, so even though I have it, I'm going to get to the point where I can legitimately get them, and then I'll head back and get Ziggy's ultimate weapon as a result of that. So we're skipping all this emotional stuff. Hey, look who showed up. Oh, some of the best action sequences too, but we're skipping it so we can get into the fight. I forgot that they picked people for you. I guess we can leave Jin in. Jin's not properly equipped for this, though. I didn't equip him. Let's go. Let's just do attacking so that we can do. Look at that damage. Remember that she has. I should probably steal as well because I am actually trying to get things. Still trying to get all the things. Rare steel, rare hunter. Right, that's just a medium chance. We'll go with the rare hunter. Why not? I have the EP to take it, so there we go. All right, let's get you out of here. Chaos, want you back in.
Why? Why do you and Cosmos have to fight?
Maiden who has lost her past, I will awaken all your memories by my hand.
Yeah, lots of stuff does 0 damage to me these days. And if she goes for a physical attack, I will also end up dodging it quite often. Wait, isn't satellite the beam? It is a beam. I heal off of beam. That makes me upset. I'm no longer getting the heals. How are we doing? Probably about a quarter already? Yeah, this is as easy as the game gets. Granted, it's pretty easy. But this is literally the easiest that I get. You're not going to one-shot anybody ever. She has 56,000 HP, so even if you did max damage, you know, you're not going to do it. Let's go for a special attack. Not that I really care about it. Notice that Cosmos does not have her third. You have to get that off of Telos.
This will end it.
Criticals every time. Heaven's Tracker, suddenly not that great of an ability, you know what I mean? Now that I have the max stats, it's just not all that great. Are we almost there yet? Like I said, Finish Strike now is useless to me. Max experience, max SP, sorry, and no reason for me to go for that anymore. But I feel like showing it off when I can. You know what? Cosmos. X-Buster for victory, please.
I will not miss. I'm impressed you could push me this far.
And down goes Telos. And that is going to do it for this fight. At least I will meet you at the next boss fight. There's still more that I wanted to do. The Sephirotic Canes are actually available right after this, so I'll have to leave and come back. We're going to move forward, and then right before the end, we will do some side questing to try to complete some things that we did not complete previously. I'll meet you there.